So what we need to do, we need to lock these hoppers off. As you can see, I have no levels so far. We go to the first one, we'll take 2 bits of kelp out, 30 levels, instantly, 30 levels. Let's go to this one, take 2 out of there, another 10, up to 40. Go to this one, 46, 52, there we go. That's basically, that is it, it is easy as that. Welcome back, Minecraft fans. This is Punk D76, back in tutorial world. We're in a new tutorial world. We're in 1.17 tutorial world. So as you can see, we've got a nice new big area to make lots and lots of builds. And this is the first build I am going to bring you in 1.17. In the update, the previous XP farms that I released have stopped working. So bamboo and cactus now no longer works on 0 tick. That I can find anyway. I've tried working it and been unsuccessful so far. So I have come up with this XP farm. As you can see behind me, this does work in 1.17. So we do have an XP farm. There is a little bit more to it, a little bit more work to it, but at least we can get instant XP, and this thing is infinite. If you have this thing in your world for a long time, so say you started a new world now and you were playing in a year's time and you've been working this thing, you're going to get hundreds and hundreds of levels per item you take out of the cooker. So yeah, it's an infinite, ridiculously stupid. Like the amount of XP you're going to get is nuts. So let me show you how it works. Okay, we have a kelp 0 tick kelp grower at the top up here, which gets fed through down into these cookers. As you can see, it's cooking through. Plenty of dry kelp down in here. So what we need to do, we need to lock these hoppers off. As you can see, I have no levels so far. We go to the first one, we'll take 2 bits of kelp out, 30 levels, instantly, 30 levels. Let's go to this one, take 2 out of there, another 10, up to 40. Go to this one, 46, 52, there we go. That's basically, that is it, it is easy as that. We're going to get crazy amount of levels from this thing. So I'm 52 levels in a matter of seconds. Hello, horsey. So let me show you how this farm works. So we come around here, we fire it off on the side. That sets the timer off, and we get kelp growing, as you can see, very quickly up the top there. Jump up. 0 tick kelp growing. Comes down into the hoppers, gets fed into the cooker. As you can see, being a cooker, it grows it twice as fast because it is a food source. So we got plenty of food coming through here, fed down into these chests. Then what we need to do is we come in here, we take a load of the dry kelp out, we turn it into dried kelp blocks, and then we place that in as our fuel source to basically cook the kelp. And every time, so the way this works, basically every time a cooker cooks something, it will store XP. Sort of a bit of XP gets stored, and it gets fed through. So if you then empty all these chests, it can now cook more. So more gets through, and it will store it again, and empty it again, and turn this all into your fuel source, put it up there. It will keep doing it. So every time you empty these and turn it into the fuel source, you're actually going to gain more and more XP each time you take kelp from here, which is fantastic. So basically it will just keep going up forever. So it's off to my god. So yes, that's kind of how it works. So you are generating your own fuel source to make this thing work. Right, let's get into the build. So we are going to need, let me quickly go to, put it into creative. There we go. Right. So we have a total, it is 4 blocks across the front, and we have a total of 7 back. So it's 4 by 7. Okay. You do want to get this chunk aligned. So I will put a marker up in the corner. Go and find out how to get your chunk borders, and make sure you get this in within a chunk. It will help you in the long run with this build. So yes, you do want to get it chunk aligned. Once you've found your chunk alignment, start the build. So yeah, 7 by 4. This front section come down by 1, and I've put stone in there because we're going to cover it all up. So just to make it look nicer underneath. And then this little section here goes down by 2 in this little section on one side, and that is it. The items we are going to need for this build are here. So pause the video, take a screenshot. I will put a description or a list in the description for your ease. Let's grab all these, and there we go. Let's get going. Take your chests. To start off with, we want 2 double chests across the front. Come around the back and place a hopper into each one. Then take, I've placed workbenches each side. You don't have to. It is to convert the dry kelp into dried kelp blocks. You do need a workbench, so it might be advisable to have one there. Okay. Right, let's get our building blocks. So in this hole down the side here, the 2 deep, place a block in the centre. Then place a redstone torch on the front of that block, a redstone dust at the back. Then place a block on top of there and a block on top of there. Place your repeater aiming there, and you will see that the timing is starting to work. So as long as you got everything in the right place, you see your repeater should start flashing, and that's perfect. That's the timer running. So that's the timer down underneath there. Okay. We can crouch, place a block on top, place a lever, turn that on, and that should turn that off. So if you place a redstone dust there, as you can see, it's powered. There we go. The timer's running underneath. Perfect. Right. We now want our... Let's place a double chest on top of those hoppers. We want hoppers going into the back of them. 1, 2. And then our cookers, smokers even, on top of those. Place a hopper into the side of each. Side. So crouch and place a hopper into the side, jump up, and we're going to want a hopper. So we need to get the the kelp coming in the top. So we want 2 hoppers on top. Place a single chest on the top for your fuel source, and then whilst still crouching, jump and place double chest, and then we can go off the side there. There we go. So that is basically the front section done for the cooking system. Let's place a solid block each side, like so, and a lever on the front of those. So by flicking the lever, it locks this hopper behind here, which will stop any new cooked kelp going through, which enables you to take it out to get the XP. Right, coming around the back, we need to place a row of blocks. We need to place 2 blocks, like so, with our sticky pistons on top. We can actually go 4. Place 1 block each side, and then place 3 blocks across the back. Place 4 blocks across the back, that's what I meant to say. Redstone dust, 3 across there, and 1 on the corner. Okay? Then the redstone dust, if we place 1 here, will connect, pushing those 2 sticky pistons forward. So when we flick the lever, you can see the pistons start firing. Come in here, so we need to place 2 solid blocks down there, so below the extended sticky piston. Take your sand, place 2 sand on top, and then 4 sand, so 2 twos, on top of the extended piston. Okay, so it looks like that. Then we need to jump, place a block, jump up onto the sand, take your hoppers and place a hopper going into the back of each of those chests. Okay? I'm trying to do this so it's as if we're doing it in survival. 2 blocks, jump up on top of the piston, the bottom there. Why have I got 2 pistons in there? You do not need those 2 pistons. I do apologise. I do not know why they are there. Place 2 more blocks. Jump down. Place 2 droppers, dispensers even. 2 dispensers on the top there, like so. We're going to need to jump down. And then round the sides here, we need redstone torch. This is where you'll need a bit of scaffolding or something up the back here. Solid block, redstone torch, solid block, and then a row of solid blocks across, and place redstone dust. 3 redstone dust. So as you can see, the power of the redstone torch, the redstone is powered down here. Turning this torch off, this one's on, which will power this. Okay, so if we were to fire this lever, so now as you can see, the sand is trying to move. This creates the 0 tick part of it. So this moving backwards and forwards. Every time this gets retracted, it tries to drop, but it can't. Which means this one tries to move, this one tries to move, which updates the kelp, which will be on there at the time. And you can see this redstone at the top is flashing. Like so. Come around the side, let's place some blocks going up here. A couple going across around the sand. We can do the same this side. Like so. Place a couple of blocks up in front, on the side, or on each side of your dispenser, just to make it neat enough. Take your glass. Now place 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and then we need to crouch, place 2 on top, so you need to crouch, place obviously on the chest, and like so. We are going to need, where's our water? Get down there, that's it. We're going to need 2 buckets of water. So you're going to need to place 1 water there and 1 water there. That is to where your kelp is going to grow. And then you're going to need to place, you'll have to refill your bucket. So yeah, once the water is down there, refill your buckets, then place 1 bucket in each dispenser. Okay? You're then going to need your kelp, and place 1 kelp on each sand. Take your solid block or half slab, whichever you have, it's up to you. I'm going to place 2 blocks there, and just all you need to do is place them above the kelp. you will need access to this, because now and then the kelp does break. It doesn't. It just. I don't know why. It will. You can run this farm for hours and hours and hours, and then it will decide to break. I don't know why. It just does. So you will need access. So every now and then you will need to come up here and just replace the kelp. If you do need to replace the kelp, make sure you turn the farm off first, because if you try and place kelp on there while it's going, the sand will break and it will collapse, and you need to do the sand as well. So jump down the side. Let's fill that in there. A couple of blocks in there. Take our ladders and now make a row up the side like so, and that is just for ease of access to get up to replace the kelp if you need to. Come around this side, you can place a block in there. You can do whatever you want here. A couple of blocks there, put it up, whatever. I would leave this part open if the sand was to break, which is possible. The sand falls down here. It's easy enough. You grab it from here. Same the other side. You go up the ladder and you replace it at the top. That's it. Easy as. But like I said, make sure you make the farm is off before you do anything like that. So that is basically it. We can now fire this off. As you can see, we've got the kelp growing at the top. It's getting fed forward. As we look in here, already got. There we go. We're already getting kelp through into the cooker, which is perfect. So you will need, at this point, you will need a fuel source. So let me, I'm going to steal a little bit from this one. Steal a little bit from this one. There we go. So you will need, you could use 2 bits of coal, something like that. So just come in and place one into there and one into this side, just to fire it off. You need 9 cooked kelp per side. So 2 bits of coal will give you 16. They will come through down into here. Once you've got enough, you can then, once you've got your 9 in here, you can turn that into a dried kelp block, place it in here, and basically just keep doing that until you've got a large amount of fuel source like that. Yeah, each dried kelp, so 1 dried kelp will smelt 20 items. Okay, so there is a lot. They're 2 and a bit times better than or 2.5 times better than a piece of coal. So you're going to get a lot of cooking done through there. So that is it, guys. Basically, wait for this. Keep doing this every time you come past. Grab some more. Keep this running. If you do leave the area, if you are going to be going away, turn the farm off, because there is a good chance that the kelp will break and the mechanism will stop working if you run away from it. So yeah, just make sure you turn it off when you go away. But that's basically it. Super easy. Well, a little bit easy. Get in there, get it built, get loads and loads of XP, like I said. One thing I will add while I'm here, when you come in here, let me turn this, lock these off. One little point to add, take 1 kelp out of there and then go to the next one. If you take 1 from there and then wait and take another one, you didn't hear the XP bells then. You don't get anything. So you need to alternate 1 grab at a time. So go back here. See? 1 grab at a time, and you're going to get loads and loads of XP. Okay? That's it. Just one little pointer. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Please hit the like and the subscribe. The like really helps the video get seen, helps the algorithms, and gets the video seen by more people. The subscription means you don't miss any more videos. I am going to be doing a lot more 1.17 videos updating the farms I've built already, making sure they are still working. Yeah, so make sure you hit the sub so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.